Hey, what's going on, YouTube, my family and my friends? Excellent Dreams here, back with another exclusive video for you today. All right. Gonna do all of this. I just go circle like so. Boom. The black. Send it to the back. All right. Circle will be more so a oval. All this. Boom, like so. Grab the circle out, nudge it out. Now I want to grab all of this. And I'm gonna Control G, group that stuff together. And I'm gonna nudge this back in, hold shift, select the rest of that group there. So now you see I have everything selected. I'm gonna just press P, place it in the center of the page. Now what I want to do is ungroup it. So I'm gonna right click and ungroup it, ungroup all. I want to take all of this grayish color, like all the same color here. I'm gonna make it all gray, real gray. There we go. Take, yep, yep.
You are the best. You are the best. Okay, you tell me. I am not. I am not camera ready. You talking about you recording? What in the world?
What'd you say?
I say I am not camera ready today.
It's all good. It's all good.
It's all good. Okay, okay. What you got? Oh, what's that?
So I got this song, right, that I just found. I did this song years ago. I just found it. Let me see here. Downloads. Here it go right here. You see my screen?
Mm-hmm. Man, what you got going on? You got the music thing over there. Oh, you doing something? You trying to step it up a notch? What the world? These
This
videos
was
going
a
to a whole
long
new
time
level.
ago. And and so I got a few YouTube channels, you know. I'm gonna put this on my uh on my music channel. But I was uploading the video to YouTube and I'm like, hold on, it ain't it ain't got no thumbnail. So of course I jumped in the Corel Draw real quick, you know, to make me a nice little thumbnail. So that's what I was doing right here.
Wow. One of these days I might get there. I don't know. Like I said. But anyway,
What's
so
going on?
why
Uh,
I'm bothering you today, and I appreciate you taking I appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to help me. I got a customer that I told you I'm making those little plastic paper clips, right?
right.
And the file that I sent you of this dove has a the branch in the mouth, right?
Yeah.
And she wants me to make it such that if I could remove the branch, because
Okay.
she wants to, for her sorority is a dove, so she wants to try to sell them to folk in her sorority without the branch. So
Okay.
in Silhouette, I know you can use the knife tool to cut away the pieces and stuff that you don't want.
Yeah.
And I think there's a way that you can edit the points that you can then like create, merge them together to, close up the gaps.
Right.
But I couldn't figure it out. And then I remember one of the videos that you did where you did something like that, like you closed up points, or you did something in one of your videos. And I'm like, oh, I think that B-spline tool or something in Corel could help me figure out how to, close up the points, but I don't know how to do it. So
Okay, we have multiple ways to do this, and it all depends on um which way you know. I'm gonna teach you a few different ways, and then as you're coming to encounter this sort of situation again, then you'll be like, your mind will be able to pick from three different ways to solve this problem. Okay.
okay, huh? Okay.
The first way and an easy way would be, yes, to come in here, over
Is
here, grab the freehand tool, come down to the 3-point curve tool.
Okay, can I ask you a question before you go further? Is it
Yeah.
possible to, like, do you have two screens up? Like I see the one that has all of your files. Is it possible to make the other one
Oh,
um, bigger so I can see?
oh, wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. I had it like that until you got here. So let's do it again. One screen. Boom. There we go. All right. That's
No,
better.
I just got, I see it says Rachel. Oh, there it is. Okay. That's much better. My old eyes.
All right. So now we come over here to the freehand tool. Under the freehand tool, we can come to we can use the B-spline. I like the 3-point curve, I like the 3-point curve. It's easier and straightforward. So we
Okay.
need to close up this right here. From here to here, you gotta close off this little section here. Boom, like so. And then we have to do it one more time here. So from here to here, boom, and then from here to here. And then you can just adjust that curve, boom. So now that we got those three areas chopped off, we can come to our smart fill tool, boom. We got that.
Um,
We got
are
that
you
selected.
kidding? Are you kidding? It's just as easy as that.
Easy as that. And then we can hold shift, select the duck or the dove. Come on. Okay. And then I ain't got it. Click here, hold shift, click here. And then up here, it should light up and tell me that I could. So hold on, wait a minute. Let me right click on your SVG that you sent me and ungroup all. There we go. Now I should be able to click on my gray area here, hold shift, select the dove, and there we have it. We're going to trim.
Oh, but we trimmed the wrong is. Oh,
Let me see here. There's something. Let me wireframe this. There's something about your SVG file. I got a way to do it though. Hold on, check this out. We already have them selected because we have our curves off. I'm gonna change that to blue.
Change it
I'm
to
going
yellow so
to,
I can see, because that black and that blue
okay.
they almost look the same.
So I just smart filled that one. And actually, I'm gonna get rid of this. I'm gonna grab all of this. So those are my curves, and I'm gonna just nudge those over for now. Reason why I'm nudging it over, because something in your SVG file, the way it loaded up, it's like I was supposed to be able to make that cut. So I'm gonna just redo your bird and show it to you again.
Okay, because the file came from a seller on Etsy.
Okay,
It's a laser file. Well, I mean it's just a SVG, but it was for a laser. You know, you use it to cut on a laser.
right,
Um, but I figure, it's a SVG like any other SVG.
right. So now we're gonna move this over here. Okay, boom. So now we're gonna work with this pink one. I'm going to, we already have our curves in there. So I'm gonna click on this piece. We gotta send this to the back. So we gotta click here, send it to the back so we can see those curves. Boom. And I must have forgot one right here. It's still on the other side.
Well, I saw you do it.
Yeah, I didn't, the square must have didn't go around all of them. There it is. Boom. All right, so after we made our curves, we can come in here to the Smart Fill tool, Smart Fill that area, like so. Come back to the Pick tool, hold Shift, select the pink, and you can trim that right off of there. Did it again, but it's still there, look. So we trimmed it off of there. We no longer need this piece, so we can delete that piece.
Yep,
Then
that's exactly
fine.
what I need.
Huh?
That's exactly what I need.
And boom.
And
So
then now what did you do what did you say before you said boom? What did you do?
I just deleted those curves over
Okay, so
there.
you deleted the curves and then that was it. You didn't have to save that image or click on something else to make it.
I just filled it back in because it
Oh,
was
okay.
outlined. And there we have it. Okay, so we no longer need this outline. Well, it did come with an outline on it. It came with that red outline on it.
Yeah, that's fine. I think.
I'll get rid of the edge. I got it clicked on, delete. There we go. Make this black, and it's ready to go. That's the first way. That's one of the easiest ways if you ask me. The next way, you might be like, just double click on it, go in there and delete the nodes. Boom. Boom. This node right here. Boom. We're going to turn this one. So we're going to click on it. And then we're going to turn this one like so. Boom. And then this one like so. Or however you want to do it. And then right here, we're going to double click. Well, it was already still selected. We're just going to go in there, grab as much of that out of there. I really believe I could have grabbed it all. Let's see here. Grab all of these. Boom. Leaving that one out for the curve.
Mm-hmm.
And that's still not bad, but you can click on it here. And then you can adjust this curve.
Oh.
All right. The next way you can do it is you can click on it and come up here to the eraser. Go in there with the eraser like so. As you see, using the eraser though, you gotta have a steady hand.
Right.
And then still using the eraser, you still gotta double click, go back to your pick tool, double click, and then go in there. Uh-oh, go back. Go forward. All right, that's where we were at. I want to double click on the object. Why it's not letting me select my nodes? They keep coming up with this. That's not what I want. I want to see my nodes, layer 1. See, that was that file. It was something was going on with that file that won't even let me. All right, let me use mine.
I mean, it's possible, like I said, folks try to do things to their files, so you can't edit them, you can't do certain, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know if there was something that was embedded in the file per se.
All right, because when I smart fill it, boom, and then just use what I just smart filled as an example, then it works perfectly. All right, let me use that eraser again.
And now that you do this, I probably could have did this too in, I know that I have the eraser tool in Silhouette, but
Yeah.
I was working off of it from the outline version rather than, and I didn't fill it in. So I was still seeing all of the empty spaces and such. I should have did it this way, but this is good because like I said, I do at some point, I need to learn how to use, I really do need to learn how to use Corel.
So we're gonna double click on it now. All our nodes come up. We can get rid of those stragglers. Boom.
Wow. Okay, now
Okay.
that one you did you took it and okay, so you clicked on it, you clicked on the image and you smart filled it. You
Yep.
dragged it out to the side and then used the eraser tool. And then the nodes that were funky, you just went in and deleted them and
Yep.
those curves just kind of filled themselves back in. Okay.
Fill themselves right back on in. Now another way that I would have did it when I first got started, um, I used to do this a lot. I used to create me a mask of some sort, right? I'll make it green for reference. And I just used to position it as close as I could in there.
Mm-hmm.
Like right here is where it breaks off, right here. Zoom in, zoom in, zoom in, get right in that curve. And I'll hold shift and select that, and then I'll trim that piece out.
Right, right.
I meant to hit trim. Hold on, I ain't hit trim. Trim it out. Boom. And now I'll be left with that. Move. I had so much stuff running on my computer. I had Orca Slicer, Flash Forge, OBS, and I don't know, I must have got distracted the other day or something, and I had a video that recorded for 15 hours, and I'm like, I'm
What?
like, I'm like, I don't even be away from my computer for 15 hours. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, golly, like it was just recording in the background and I didn't know. See, now that I got these two screens set up, like it's like having two separate computers, although it's only one computer. So I might have had something set up on one screen and was doing something, got distracted and forgot it was recording and it just recorded forever.
Oh wow. Yeah, you using up a lot. Yeah, you when you start using up all them resources, the computer get real slow.
Yeah. So I'm gonna use this one, hold shift, click on that after I positioned it right in there where I need it to be, and trim it right out of there. Boom.
Right. Yeah, I've used that feature in Silhouette too. Why, like I said, for some reason today my brain was just drawing a blank. It's probably because I got so many things going on. I got trying to get ready for the holidays and trying to get people's orders out and you know,
So doing it like this is how I did it. Uh, when
back
I
in the
first
day.
got started,
Yep.
because this is what I knew, you know. As I started getting more versed with the software and started just tinkering around. I started tinkering around like, okay, can I do it this way? So I did this a lot when I first got started. But the last way that I mean, the first way that I showed you was the last method that I had learned after using all of these methods throughout the years, and as I was learning the software, you know what I'm saying?
Right, right. But like I said, sometimes you have to go back to those tried and true methods. You know, like I said, when you're in a pinch and the other
Right.
ways, like I said, your brain not working properly, like I said, you go back to what you know, because what you know still
Okay, see you
works.
soon. I see you soon, man. All right. Yep. So in my advanced in my master class for Corel Draw and the TRW Rhinestone Wizard, it's going to be about 199. I'm building the complete funnel for it right now, that will tap into my YouTube and into my Patreon. So
Mm,
it's going to be the complete, because I got to do a complete video from start to finish, um, of everything that I know so far. You know what I mean?
yep,
Everything
yep.
that I know so far as, you know, it might be compiled of my 10 most intensive videos. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Where I go in depth from beginning to end on because all designs are not the same, so the techniques and what you're using to do one design can be applied to all designs, but then another design may be totally different to where you go about it a totally different way. And
Yep. You know, and I was thinking about, you know, like I said, what we had talked about, and there's this girl who does embroidery. She's a black girl, comes up
yeah,
in my feed now. And she's got this thing where she has where she teaches you how to do embroidery, and she's setting it up similar to what you referred to, where she created these modules, right? So she's got like a package. Maybe you pay, like you said, 199, 297, whatever price, like, or that new marketing thing, oh, it's $500, but it's on sale 60% off, so grab it now.
yeah. All right, check this out because it's gonna be fun. Share one screen, share. Now I'm not reverting back to that. I'm gonna start a whole new one, and we're gonna see how it's gonna give it to us. Okay, okay. We gonna learn how to do this too while we on here. Um, what's your email?
Tanya, Tonyapsmall.
Hold on. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Tanya
P Lyons, Lyons,
Lyons
at Gmail.
because this is about to help us to learn how to co-host. You see, it just says new co-host abilities. They can not only control the meeting, but also manage meeting assets after the meeting.
Where does that say that?
Huh?
Where does that say that?
It says it on my screen. That's what it just said.
Oh, oh, okay.
So I just sent it to your email.
So
I
I need
guess
to what do I need to do when I get that?
you should be able to jump on.
Okay, so what about the one I'm currently on now? Stay here?
Let's see. That's what we learning.
Okay, hold on. Let me minimize my screen. Okay, that does say join meeting in progress. So now, I don't see nothing. I mean, nothing is different.
Nothing is different.
Let me, oh, wait a minute. Not open. That did not open. Hold on a second. No, I don't want to do that. You stay on. Let me come off of this one and then let me click on the link you sent me. And if not, then I'll go back to this. Then I'll come back to this one.
Okay.
All right, hold on. Don't hang up.
All right.
Let me leave.
Baby, sugar honey. Yeah. I'll see you, bitch. Here I come. Give me a second. Yeah, cool. My bed now. I think it's time for nothing, man. All right, all right.
All right, it took it a minute,
Okay.
but it finally let me back in this. Okay, it finally let me back in.
All right. Now you should be on as a co-host. Let me see. All right, I'm gonna have to watch a video on that because it says that I can make you a host, make you the host.
Okay, so I do get the thing that says now I am the host. And it says you are the host. Okay. We'll figure it out. I'm gonna leave the technical stuff to you because it just goes over my head sometimes.
I guess that's how that works, though. All right, let's jump in here. Check this out.
While you get that up for give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back. Oh, All right, you know, they say time is money. These machines, they got to be running at all times. It cannot be no idle machines over here. I see yours idle in the back. You need to be printing.
Working on the design right now.
Are you? Yeah. Shoot, I got three people signs I gotta make.
I got I got filament coming.
You got
So
what
I do
coming?
filament.
Oh, uh-huh.
CMYK filament.
CMYK.
Mm-hmm.
What's CMYK?
What do it sound like?
Oh, you mean cyan, magenta, yellow,
And white.
and white? Okay. Yeah, I just ordered some off of Amazon too. eSun. Actually, I mean, I used this eSun filament yesterday, and it I liked it. It flowed really good. I got the PLA Plus, which is a little bit stronger than the regular PLA, you know. And so you know, they had a deal where if you buy Black Friday deal, if you bought six, you got a free roll of black. So I ordered six colors from them yesterday, and then I got me some Sunlu. Not Sun, was it Sunlu? Sunlu had a sale on some Black Plus PLA, so I got me two more rolls of that. And yeah, so I think I got plenty of filament over here now in a bunch of different colors. I'm done for a bit. I got to put the brakes on this filament shit.
So check this out. Look up CMYK filament on Amazon. I think it was like $38, somewhere about there. CMYK filament allows you to do full color litho pans.
Hold on, man. Wait, CMYK. Wait a minute, CMYK filament.
Yep.
Right, I just told you I don't have no more damn money.
I know, but I'm just saying in the future.
No, ain't gonna be no future then because I probably cause just because you done said it, I'm probably gonna at least, oh damn, 4 pack. Oh, I see it. The pink, the white, the blue. Okay, $80.
No. It's not 80, it's 36. You know,
Wait a minute.
this world that we live in, they gonna sell it for
Well,
whatever price they want to sell it for. Like, you know what I mean?
I see. Okay, so the Sunlu, I see it 36.79. What are those? 250? Those are 250 spools.
Hold on, wait a minute. Let me just send you the link to that I found because
Oh no, these are 1K spools. Hold on, I think I found it. I think I
okay.
found it. I just when I saw it for that low price and for four of them, it just automatically made me think of the 250 because that's what most people are selling those bundle packs at. It's
Yeah,
only the
I get it.
250K spools. But you got 1,000 for okay, I guess I'm gonna be spending another $40 because I'm gonna be right on here with you. It's gonna be you and me. We're gonna be out here with the full color lithophane. They're gonna be like, what the heck are them two doing? Oh, okay, Ray. I'm spending $40.
Hey, listen, I took the leap. I spent $40 and then I spent another $22, right? On five of these.
On
I
five
was
what?
like, hold on. I'm gonna show you. Because you gotta have a light kit with it, you know what I mean? And I seen these light kits right here. I can just send it to your messenger. Boom.
So instead of us creating like what they're doing on, and I know we're getting off on a tangent, but this is how like when you know, this is how business people do, right? When your mind is rolling with the ideas when they come in, you got to start talking about them as they come up because if you don't, then you'll forget. But we're gonna go back to chat in a minute. But so what they're doing on that 3D Print Society site is what they're creating the lamp bases, right? And then they're creating the lithophane part that then goes into the lamp. But their bases are so wide and clunky looking and stuff. And I just felt like what you did the other day, like creating a standalone like light kit thing, to me would look so much better than to take your lithophane and then put it on this big wide ass clunky base, you know, it just, to me, and that's such a waste of filament to me, because they're creating these big old bases with all of this filament. And I'm like, why do you want to waste all of this filament on that?
Right. Right. So I'm really, it's the same thought process. So if I was able to sell digital, you gotta open your mind and wrap your mind around this, because once you get good to the point to where you create the solution, you know what I mean? Then you're actually selling the solution to for $3. Like $3. I mean, you can put whatever price tag you want on your STL file, right?
Right.
I mean, but once you create the solution, now you're creating the solution that 5 million people who own the 3D printers around the world gonna be like, oh, yeah, I need that file. I need that file to create these litho panes for my family and friends and whatever, before I can sell my own litho panes. And she has the perfect litho pane pal. She done created different frames and stuff for this stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they got it's a lithophane globe pal, like, you know what I mean, that you selling for $5, like, you know what I mean, that shows, like, you know what I mean. You
Well,
get
then,
what
you
I'm
know
saying?
what about, okay, so when you say that, because the idea would be, people, would the idea be that people can then create their own lithophane frames, right? Their own picture, like, because in my thing, if I'm thinking, if you have an STL file, right, it's something that you created,
Right?
something that, right, and you're selling that.
Yeah.
But the allure to me would be, can I use what you sent me to create my own? Like, you've already given me the platform. Now all I got to do is just plug in my pictures or whatever.
So,
So
so, so
can we use
yeah, that's
Canva? Can we use Canva to create frames like
yeah,
that?
yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So Bamboo, I just watched a video yesterday. Bamboo Labs already has the kit and everything. They got the light, uh they got a new light LED, USB-C LED, that you will slide into the back of the frame, and then you'll slide the lithophane on top of it. Like, you know what I mean? It comes with
Right.
its own little switch and whatever to cut the light off and on. You know what I
I
mean?
saw I saw that.
Yeah. So, but what I'm saying is, once we get good, we can create products to the point to where it's a 3 tier. Like, you know what I mean? You got one that's 3 tiers, you know what I mean? But you created the 3D printable file that's gonna host the three little panes. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's gonna hold the three little panes, and you selling the light kit that goes with it. You know what I mean? But this is
Hmm.
your own custom light kit that you came up with because you searched around online and you found little things that work that people didn't even think of, and now you're selling this kit. You know what I mean? You're selling not only the 3D file, like, you know what I mean, but you're also selling the kit where they gonna buy the other file that comes with the that has the frame, like, you know what I mean, and then they gonna click on your link, like, you know what I mean, and buy the lights, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Because your STL file was designed to go with this specific light kit.
Exactly.
Well, then at that point, then does okay, so now, so there's a possibility that you could have different lithophanes that have different kits because of the way the configuration of the design is, and so forth and so on, right?
Right.
So at that point, then does it make more sense? Like I said, if that were something like, and we can test this model, right? And I say we because we're talking or whatever, but you test the model first to see whether or not there even is any interest in your STL file with your specific light kit and the whole 9 yards, right? And then at that point, then you find a manufacturer over in China that can create light kits for you that you then source from, you buy from them. That way people can't go and buy these light kits anywhere else.
No, I wasn't. I mean, yeah, yeah, and no, like, you know what I mean, I'm trying to work less as I get older, like, you know what I mean, to the point to where everything is automatic. I want people to see a video of me putting together a litho pane, you know what I'm saying? And then it's gonna say, get your litho pane kit below, like, you know what I mean? And it's
Right.
gonna be step-by-step instructions, like, you know what I mean, on what they need to do, like, you know what I mean? Because everybody in this world is not take action type of people, you know what I mean? I'm
Mm-hmm.
trying to get it to the point to where create something one time and it's going to sell itself over and over and over again digitally for eternity. You know what I'm saying?
Yep,
So
money in perpetuity. That's what my man Kevin O'Leary said. That's my favorite thing. I want to make money in perpetuity.
so to go out there and to source products and yes, that's the way to make the most money off of a product, the old school way, you know what I mean? And then we got overhead. I mean, we got stock and you know what I mean, we just go to our stock, put together a new kit, run to the post office. I mean, yes, that can be done. It has been done. People have made millions that way. You know what I mean? I'm talking about I want to wake up and be like, okay, Dad, made $1,000 last night just because off of that video. You know what I mean? Let me double down on that video and make a better one. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like to where the product moves itself and I'm making the commission residually, and I ain't got to do not one thing except make a better video. You know what I mean?
But then I'm still okay. So I guess I'm still stuck on the part like the okay. So I get the idea of the creating the digital file, right?
Yeah.
I get the idea of creating the video tutorial that tells people what they now do with this digital file.
Mhm.
The kit that they need in order to make it do light up and show like we show it in the video. How does that part play in? Where do they get the kit from?
You go to Amazon Marketplace and you apply for an affiliate, like you know what I mean, and then you basically you send them the link. You know what I mean? Every time that people click on your link, like you know what I mean, you getting the Amazon affiliate. That's you know what I'm saying?
So you're saying they get their light kit from someplace else. They don't get the light kit from you or I or whoever.
They're
They're
getting it
buying
from
that as a
they're getting it from us because it's going to be our link because we're going to have the affiliate license for the Amazon store. You know what I mean? So that way we don't have to worry about shipping anything to them. We ain't even got to worry about talking to anybody. Like you know what I mean? Once they
right.
click that link, you know what I mean, and they go by that like click, you automatically made money. You know what I'm saying? And
Okay,
in
so that's the part. So the kit's not coming from us per se. They're going to Amazon. They're purchasing the kit separately from, but they're just using the link that we provide to them for the specific kit.
right,
That
exactly.
part I understand. Okay.
Okay, so and that way it's just one video, that people are watching, that's driving traffic and also driving sales, automatically, and you don't have to do anything but just make a better video, you know what I mean, and double down on it. You know what I mean? Hey
Right.
folks, did y'all know? Are y'all familiar with lithophane paints? Well, I just bought a 3D printer, and I'm so excited. And I want to teach y'all, I want to show y'all, and I want to help y'all, to create memories for your family, to create memorable. I mean, once you open this and tinker around with it, the possibilities are endless. You know what I mean? And you
Right.
show
Right.
them that somebody they did a light, they did a a a, a lithophane light that goes for. I'm so caught up and jumping on my words right now because I'm excited.
I
But they
know.
they made a light casing for the light in their kid's bedroom that had like the Disney characters on it and stuff like that. Like you know what I mean? So at night when they flip on the light, and you look up, you can see all the characters and stuff in the light. I was like, wow. And he showed how to design it in Lithophane Maker.
Mm-hmm.
That site is a whole site where you could design your own shapes and everything. Your own lithophane shapes and everything.
Okay. Oh,
I know it's a lot.
I
It's a lot.
know it is, but I mean, I just jumped on board and got the I hope I'm not gonna regret it.
Oh, the CMYK?
No, I'm getting ready to order that right now. No, I went in and I backed the Kickstarter on this the longer E print UV printer they got coming out.
Okay.
Um, it looked quite impressive. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you years ahead on that stuff because I mean I know inkjet, I know sublimation and DTF, and that's it.
Oh,
And
that's
then
nice. I like that Harley Davidson. That's pretty.
oh man, so I got both of my computers set up to every 30 seconds it shows a different design. Let's see, which one was I in? Okay, here we go. Boom. You are a master at using CorelDRAW and the TRW Rhinestone Wizard to create the most intricate rhinestone templates. Boom. Start off like that. Absolutely, I got you covered. Think of me as your behind the scenes rhinestone ninja. Precise, fast, precise, and always ready to help you turn an idea into a sparkling loaded masterpiece. Whether you want help designing a rhinestone template layout, okay? So let me
Or
see
that.
what it is. Okay.
So yeah, right. So now you pick the response that you like the best, and then I like that one over there.
Huh? You
I
like the
think
second one?
you like the second one.
No, I like the first one.
That's the one I was saying. I like the first one.
Yeah. Okay. Designing a rhinestone template layout, choosing stone sizes and spacing, converting artwork into a clean, cut ready vector.
Yep.
Okay, boom. I prefer this one. Yep. But this one over here says I can walk you through. Yeah, you can walk me
Yeah.
through, but I want you to do it for me. Let's see if you can do it for me. Okay. All right. What do you want to create first? What we creating? What we doing?
Um, I don't know, but I want to follow up to have my other laptop up going, and I want to see. Hold on a second. The laptop over here because I want to.
Tanya.
Well, I'll do it later. You're gonna send me this video, right?
Man, listen.
Because I
I
was gonna pull it up on
look,
my other one and see if we got the same or similar. Um,
Tanya.
what?
I know you got me by like a decade, right?
I got you by what?
A decade, right?
I'm 56.
56.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just turned 45.
Oh, look
So,
at that. Okay.
so check this out, because I can, when we're done with this, I can actually send you.
Yeah, you can share it, right? You can
Yeah,
click that.
yeah.
Yes. Okay. Okay. All right, then let's let me. Okay, when you didn't click something now, it's spinning. Okay.
And it's spinning, yeah. So hold on, let's see if I can refresh this.
Because, like I said, I think you did that. I think you did that once before, and when I went in and I copy pasted your prompts, I didn't get nothing like what you had.
Yeah, because it's gonna give it to you based on everything that it knows about you already. Like I
And it
but
does know me for using Silhouette. It is trained for my Silhouette, but I have to tell it. I have to try to not retrain it, but get it to understand that I work in multiple software programs, and it doesn't need to refer to. If I tell it I'm working in TRW, I don't need it to revert back to Silhouette.
right, right. So that's why you gotta start off telling ChatGPT who it is. You are a
Right.
master at using CorelDRAW and the TRW Rhinestone Wizard. Boom.
Okay.
Okay, now it's thinking, okay, I absolutely I got you covered. Okay. So we're gonna say create me a vector
I'm gonna just let
graphic
you pick it.
line.
You just do it.
Or no, not vector graphic line, or create me. We're gonna take that all the way. Create me an image of a we're gonna go tiger fighting an elephant.
See, this is the part where my brain just does not compute. Like,
SS6 and SS10
and you spelled
rhinestones
elephant wrong, but I don't think it matters.
to create the
Oh, I
design
forgot.
template. Um, template. Um, size the design for a size 2XLT. Boom. Let's see what it gives me. Look, oh, it's creating the image right off the bat.
Wow.
It ain't questioning me or asking, do you want this, or this? Like, I think I've gotten to the point to where
It
I just try
knows,
to be so straightforward with it. You know what I mean?
right? Because you've trained it such that it knows that when you ask for an image, you don't need all the other fluff and stuff. Just I told you what I want. Now go ahead and create my image. Where I'm at the point where it gives me these images and they're full of crap, and I'm like, how do you want me to refine it? And I'm like, I don't know how I want you to refine it. I want you to give it. I want you to give it to me the way I asked it. I asked
Right.
you to.
Right. So when I first started, I was more so creating the image with vector graphic line art. So I would say, create me an image of a tiger fighting an elephant, vector graphic line art image. And then once I got that, and then I would say, now fill the image with rhinestones. Uh, let's see what it gives me. Let's see what it gives us. This is exciting. If it gives us something that we can tangibly use, and then yeah, I gotta go in hyper speed.
Hold on, my spool filament was jammed up. Um,
How was it jam? Oh, you over there running like a madhouse. Yeah, you haven't. I ain't had a filament jam yet. Like, you know what I mean?
you have got to be absolutely fucking kidding me right now.
Right. See, but that's visually, that's dope. But we can't drag this into Corel and make a rhinestone template out of it. You know what I mean?
Right. But that's fierce right there. I mean, I like that.
That's
I mean,
fierce.
that make a great that make a great PNG, like I say, to sublimate on a shirt or,
Yeah.
you
Oh,
know,
for sure.
matter of fact, you ought to, well,
Okay, wait a minute. Let's
you
see.
ought to download that and sell that.
Let me see. Let me see here. Please. Uh,
Oh,
I
oh,
I need.
I went to a seminar and
Yeah.
somebody told me, said that, technically we shouldn't use the please and all of that with the AI. We just need to just give it its direction.
Uh,
That's what they said. But anyway.
hey, if somebody came to a seminar that I'm hosting, I would say, be as kind and polite to AI as possible. Like, you know what I mean? Because shit, what they say, StarNet. What was it called? From the movies. When the robots become self-aware
Oh, you talking about iRobot?
yeah,
Will
yeah,
Smith movie?
Skynet. Like,
Oh, you talking about Terminator?
yeah, when it become, yeah, and when, I mean, hey, that's how it's looking to me. Like, eventually they're gonna become aware. Please, I need vector graphic circle size SS10, SS6, SS6 and SS10. Uh, evenly spaced so that I can cut with my vinyl cutter. And I'll put dot 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 sheesh. But no.
Now, why does yours say developer mode? What are you in 5.1? Mine, I don't get developer mode.
I'm in five. I'm in plus. I signed up for a 30-day trial for ChatGPT Plus.
Oh, how much is it gonna be after the trial?
19.99.
But I already paid $19.99. I already paid $20 a month for ChatGPT.
What mode you on?
Let me see. And I just realized I got to take some stuff back to the Amazon that I ordered. So actually, I got a credit. So once they get my stuff, I'm gonna go back and once they issue my credit, then I'm gonna go get my CMYK filament, and then it won't cost me anything because I already paid.
Yeah, you can upgrade from plus, like you know what I mean? Like what did it say? What's this right here?
No, because I know you want it.
No. So I got it. I'm using it till December 4th. More access to advanced intelligence. So after that, it's gonna be 20, but I'm gonna cancel it and jump on with another email. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay, so I'm on my phone trying to figure out what version of chat I have. It says I have subscription plus, but what's this upgrade to pro? I probably have to look at it on my computer versus my phone, but I think I get like version 5.0.
Okay.
Okay, so you told it, okay, go back. You said that, now go back. Okay, so you told it you wanted SS6 and SS10 holes.
Vector graphic circles size SS6, SS10 evenly spaced so that I can cut with my vinyl cutter.
Right.
Let's see though. Let's see. I'm gonna download this.
Well, I can already see that some of those holes ain't.
Right.
But you said you found a fix in Corel to fix that.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Let's see this real quick. Download Chatgpt. Right click, outline trace, clip art. Come on. Tell me something. Okay. Ungroup all. You're gonna select all this same color here. Let's change it to pink. I'm gonna edit and I'm gonna nudge that over. Boom. So really, I can change. I'm gonna highlight all of this and make it pink and nudge it back over with the rest of that. Boom. Now I'm gonna choose everything. And I'm gonna come up here to, let's go SF6 circles. And then replace all stones selected with the size chosen. Boom. There we have it. OMG.
OMG is not even like that, oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yes.
Ray, what in the world?
Now let's highlight this and then let's go merge overlapping stones, mark top overlapping stones red. Let it work its magic. Yeah, I mean, this still like, see, now I got to start playing around with pictures and things of that nature. You know what I mean? To see like how good can it actually be. There was no overlaps. Looks like it was none.
Oh,
Oh, there
really?
you go.
Oh, a few red. I see them.
Okay, so I just click back over here and hit delete. Deletes all the reds. Okay. Okay. Oh, all right, all right, all right. Wait a minute. All right, a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Look. Okay. Okay. Uh, all right. Um, that looks great, but now I need it multicolor so that we can see the detail.
Shut your mouth, Ray. Because I was just getting ready to ask you. I said, okay, now we got this image. How are we going to get all our colors back in there without having to manually click on all of the circles and change them to different colors?
Right, right, right. Now mind you, I stumbled down this path a year ago, and it wasn't as good, you know?
Right. Well, I told you I did the same thing. And, I was like, yeah, this is good, but I can't do nothing with these circles. It take me 10 days to, clean this up. So
Right,
I just abandoned it. I just never went back. I just never went back and asked chat to do it again.
right, right, right. Oh man.
I just,
Man, if it give us these colors, you know what I'm saying? Then I am on to something else. On to something else. I mean, but you still have to have the power of Corel Draw to go in there and manipulate the circles like that. You know what I mean?
right.
Make sure that they were all SF6 stones. If I were to go back and click on a stone, I wonder, was it SF6 to begin with? Let me go, let's go see. Back.
And I kind of wonder just while you're thinking about it, like I said, I kind of wonder since you told her to make it large enough for a 2XL shirt, right? Did
Right,
we did you need to tell it to do SS6 stones? Like could you have told it to do all SS10s?
right. So as we can see, they were not even circles,
Right.
you know. And then of course some of them was touching like these two right here. So I mean, it still did a damn good job, you know. So I just went forward with that one, and
Because
there's our
really, as
circle.
I'm looking at it, I'm like, most of them look like tens. Is there a way to highlight all of them to see exactly what size stones, what size holes they are?
Yeah, I think they all let's go back because I had turned them into whatever. Yeah, they all look like they would have been the same size.
Mm-hmm.
They all look like they would have been the same size. Because if I highlight it like this and go through here and ask this, see the design info with stone count, size, and colors. They're not even circles yet, but I wonder what's going to come up if that's going to bring anything up. Might freeze Corel. Oh, damn.
Oh, what? I didn't know that thing could do that.
Yeah. So it breaks down all the different colors for you. I mean,
Also, I do. So it's
sizes.
got 16. It's saying there's 16s in there. Oh, it's saying there's 20s and 30s.
Right.
Oh, because of the odd shape size things where they were overlapping or whatever, it's treating it probably as one large circle.
Right. So all I did was hit it with this. Let's see. Because I know if we go SS10s, it's going to be too big and you got to resize the design, you know? If I did SS10s, boom. Uh-oh.
Now you just go in there and just solve for your overlaps.
Uh-oh. Uh, man, whoever came up with the name Tinkercad, man, that shit, that's what learning is. You get in these softwares, you get the tinkering. You know what I mean?
Yes, that's my new phrase. I'm just gonna get in there and start tinkering around today and see what I can figure out.
Let's tinker around today. I did not know designing in 3D was so much fun. Like, OMG.
It really is. And like I said,
So look at all those overlaps in this one.
but let's clean them up and see what it looks like. Okay, it loses
Yeah, everything.
yeah. So that probably may be a design. What happens? Let's turn it into all sixes though. That is pretty the way that came back right there with that blue and that. Oh, is that the image?
Yes, yes. Let's see. But then it went right back. Like these are too close. Like they made them to where they touching now.
Oh, I see what you're saying. They're not so maybe at this point do you tell it like, okay, the this color but the spacing you have to fix the spacing?
Hold on. Maybe visually we can't see it, So let's try it like this. I'm gonna drag it and drop it in there and let's see what it do. Outline trace clip art. All right, so whenever you see this line, so right here on the preview, instead of being before and after, we're gonna go to wireframe overlay. You see that line right there?
Uh-huh.
You got to get that out of there. So turn the smoothing down just a bit. Let's go down just a bit more. Bit more. Come on. Oh man, that smoothing usually takes it off. So let's go up in detail then. We're gonna go all the way up in detail for this one. All right, we're not gonna worry about that line since the smoothing didn't take it off. Okay, all right.
But it's not there. I don't see it.
Let's ungroup. It's there. See, look.
Oh, you have to probably go into the wireframe in order to see it. I got you. Yeah.
Ungroup all. Deselect and then click right here on this line. Delete it out of there. This line delete. This line delete. And this one. When them lines first started popping up, I didn't even see them because I didn't even go on the wireframe. But now, check this out. Now we got all blues that are different color blues. Okay, so see when we zoom in here. Okay, let's see. Haha. Select all of the same color. Okay, nudge that out. Let's change them to SS6s. Ooh. Mark top overlapping stones red. See if we can do this for every layer of color. But then, now this is just as long as, you know, just designing it yourself in CorelDRAW. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't know about that.
Man, we could have just found a nice little, or just asked it for the SVG vector graphic line art. That's what I do. And then I go in there and do my own fills, you know? Because this way, doing it like this gonna take forever. Boom. Changing the SS6s. Boom. Mark top overlapping red. Okay. I'm gonna ask it, I'm gonna ask it. Wait a minute, we're gonna ask it one more time. Okay, because I'm not liking this. Let's go. I need the image cleaner without any circles touching. The entire design has to be equally spaced with 0.02. And what's it called? What's it actually called? With 0 to, yeah, space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Between the stones, I made something like
Between
that.
them, yep. Boom. Quit playing with me. Generate the image. Thank you. But let me get my Gatorade.
We see what happens. I'm gonna be right back too.
You gonna here making chicken? When was you gonna tell me? Keep my head right there. Why you gonna put my Gatorade? Oh my god. He's gonna get a Gatorade with Powerade. Here we go. Everybody was kung fu fighting. Hook. I've been designing. Check this one out. Oh, that's dope. Skeleton boxing scene. Boom. Oh, I forgot that one.
I'll be right back, Red. Hold on a second.
All right, let's see what we got. I mean, that looks a little better. Not much.
All right, I'm back.
All right, that looks a little better, but not much.
Not much.
We about to see.
Oh, but that does look much better. Spacing is still a little tight, but
Yeah, I woke up with megabytes of memory on my computer. I was like, I went in there and cleaned a whole lot of stuff off. At least 100 gigabytes. All right, so right here, we just gonna turn this, we're gonna leave it like it is. See, the tiger definitely didn't come out right. Let's turn it up. Just the detail. I'm not gonna touch the smoothing this time. Okay. We're gonna outline trace. I mean, ungroup all of this. Go to the wireframe. Let me just start right here in this corner. Clicking and deleting.
why does it do that?
I have no idea. It ain't did this. I've been using this software for a decade. It just recently started doing this, adding these lines to the pictures in the last year. So it doesn't do it to every image, but I guess this image was it had a lot going on. It got confused. I don't know. You don't catch them though. They would definitely show up in your cut.
Mm-hmm.
Say there we go. Boom. Okay. Oh yeah. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, so this would be the best way to do it. Let's edit, nudge that over, change it to blue. Do it again, nudge it over, change it to blue. Do it again, nudge it over, change it to blue because there was so many different shades of blue in there. Select it, nudge it over. Oh, see, yep, change it to blue. Nudge it over, change it to blue. Nudge it over, change it to blue. I mean, that looks pretty good right there, okay? Now we're going to, okay, we gotta combine all of this. Right click, right click. Come on, combine and weld. Come on.
You're asking it to do a lot of work.
There we go. And now right click on it and break the curve apart and then hit it with the SS6s. Bang. Okay, not bad. But then, yeah, no. So give it a year or two, it'll definitely get there. I'm not trying to wait for it though.
Right.
I'm not trying to wait for it right now. I am content with getting the vector graphic line art and just going in there and doing my own quick fills or whatever. Because it does. Hold on, let me show you. Everything, that part for the art, I'm using it consistently every day to create my art. People call me, and they're like, hey, can you do this? And they'll pretty much explain it, and I'll copy it and paste it and adding in a few words here and there. You know what I mean? Let's
Right.
see. Hold on. I got in the asking it some stuff. Let's see here. Photo description request. Oh, that was a prompt, and it didn't come out good at all. Uh, Hairdo styles, snap benefits, futurist. Excellent GPT. All right, this is for the what I ask it. I say excellent GPT. So I created my own GPT. It's excellent GPT. It's reporting for duty, ready to make something timeless with a twist. What are we shining up today? So I created my own GPT using
Uh-huh.
ChatGPT, and that's my professional designer that designs for me and creates everything that I tell it to, right? I said, I
Right.
need a graphic that's eye-catching and that will stand out. Get creative and design me something perfect for the holiday season. Gave me some ideas or whatever, boop, boop, boop. And what it ultimately came up with was 4 designs. Santa with with the gems in his hat, a bag full of gems and rhinestones, a icy polar bear, and then the Grinch, holiday hustler. Shine hard, spin smart. Stay frozen, stay fly. All I want is the bag. Silent Night, Heavy Drip, Diamond Club Edition. Now, easily I can take these and put them into boom. I mean, the first one we did was the best one. That one bad right down
Yeah,
here.
it
You know
really
what I
was.
mean? You had to go in there and decide what's rhinestone gonna be what color. But hold on, you saved that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, don't get rid of that because that was work right there. Even if you just made it, even if it was all crystal, you could still see it.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. I'm losing up a lot of resources, and that's okay. My computer is handling tiger fights elephants. Elephants. Boom. And I got all of these open up here. I still need that one. So let me save that one as Charger 2025. Oh man, I be jumping in and out of projects all day long from uploading my excellent music channel to uploading my Patreon to designing to charge Charger 2025.
I don't know how you do it all.
So this was that was my start for my cellophane. I keep saying cellophane, my little pain. I've drug in me and my sons,
Uh-huh.
put the heart around us, added in some text, but I'm trying to color it inside of orca slicer, and it's giving me the darndest time. I should have saved it and tried to drag it into. I should have made it smaller so I can drag it into Tinkercad. Made it an SVG file, smaller, and drag it into Tinkercad without the my sons on it, and added the my sons in Tinkercad with their text so that I can make it stand off of the little painting color. So I'm still learning, I'm still creating, still without any tutorials except a few tutorials here and there. I'm just trying to apply my own of everything that I know and create something different.
Right.
Uh Once I do, I'm gonna share it with the world. Let's see here. Oh, just start a new one. Boom. Then over here, drag in. La da, la da. They already pretty much did everything for me. Let's go outline, trace, clip art. Boom. Oh yeah. I'm gonna leave it just like that. Ungroup all. And I just want boom. I just want him for now. I'm gonna put a little circle around him. No, I'm not. I'm gonna delete this, delete this, that. I'll redo that text. But I still just want to visually see it. Boom. Okay. We're gonna weld all that together.
Even though the T is not there in the stay and the other one next to stay fly.
I'm gonna retype it in. I just want to keep the spacing and everything, like, so when I choose another text that
Oh,
is similar. And I'm gonna grab these eyeballs and that ear. I'm gonna nudge that out. Boom. I'm gonna nudge these out because I don't want them to take part of the effect that I'm about to do. Nudge those out. Boom. I'm gonna grab all of this. Boom. And I'm gonna control G and group it together. I'm gonna go to my place and fill. One line on the outside. It says 06. Let's see what that look like. That ain't bad. Let's add the black on there. Okay. 06 wasn't bad, but let's go 075. Item field. Like that one. Black. There we go. Right click, get rid of that outline, and that's what we needed. I'm gonna grab all of that that's in the inside, hold shift, and click on this black and trim through the black. There we go. Now we have our black outline that we needed to make him stand out. Edit and nudge all that back over there. Boom. But now we're gonna ungroup all of this. Come on, come on. Ungroup all, and I'm gonna just select all of that same color. Let's go aquamarine. Select all of that same color. Let's go aquamarine. Uh-oh. Okay, we ain't worried about it. Aquamarine. There we go. Now this right here, I know this one right here was part of his face. So we'll just click on that one. Hold shift and we'll weld that where it needs to go. This right here, that's part of him too. Weld that where it needs to go. There we go. Weld that. Boom. We don't need no fur on his chest. He cool. Uh-oh. You got to combine that and then weld it. because it ain't weld properly. There we go. Like right here, I would even come down, double click on here, remove one node to close this area off right here, bring it to the front so we can see it. Oh, look, it messed up right there. We're gonna send that back to the back. We're gonna mess around and smart fill that anyway. So I just combine those areas, weld it. But right here, I'm gonna bring this to the front because I'm going to smart fill this area right here. Boom. Smart fill this area over here. Boom. Select all the same color, make it yellow, weld all that together. So that way it gives it that fur on the collar, so sort of look. All right. Now I'm gonna send this back to the back again. Because whatever messed up right there, I ain't even worried about that. I'm about to smart fill my black. Boom. Smart fill the eyes. We're gonna select all that same color and nudge that over. There we go. We have him. Let's get our yellow for the fur on the collar. Nudge that over. Let's get all our blue. Nudge that over. Aha.
But don't you want to fix the don't we want to fix the legs?
Yeah, yeah. So let's see here. All of this. Go back over there. Boom. Even this part right here. Boom. There's all of that. So no, we're gonna get rid of this black. We don't need this black right here no more. Boom. So now all of this. Boom. Well, this to that and this. Combine all of that. There we go. Even this part. And this part. And this part combines to that. Boom. We got his hand. Okay. Yep. Yep. Nudge that over. Boom. Oh, forgot the nose. Nudge that over. Boom. Make sure that's welded to that. This blue. What was that? What, he had a hat on or something?
Yeah, I don't know if it was like the background of the chair that he's sitting in. Like, you know, if it's kind of go back to chat for a minute to look at the original image.
Oh, it was
See,
like the moon or something.
yeah, maybe it's the moon because those are like stars or something like that.
Okay.
So they
Okay.
don't really need it.
Yeah. I totally missed that. Okay. Come
But
on.
now it's part of that black wire. That's part of that black.
Yeah, check me out. Look, I welded that part. Okay, I did. Go in there and get that out of there. Double click here. And let's start with the inside first. Boom. And now these two. And then we got it down to bare bone. I need to add one right here. I'm going to turn this one this way. Add one right here. Drop it down to here. You got to put the cusp on it so that it don't turn both sides. And then drag that on up like so. I can even get rid of him. Ba-da-ba-ba-da. I done got cold with maneuvering those nodes.
You sure
I,
have, Ray.
I do not fear those nodes at all. I can recreate anything. So now we got that, boom, and we done for real. We about to just do some quick fills on this, and we are done with this little fella. And ChatGPT helped me to create them.
Wow. Well, you were the creator.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I think of designs now, and well, this one I didn't even think of. Come up with something snazzy for the holiday season, and he
Right.
gave me 4 designs, perfect for the
Ba-
holiday season.
based on your brand and the way that you
Talk to it.
sign your images. Mm-hmm.
So right here, I don't even need this black over here anymore, because I'm gonna just do a smart fill for the nose. Boom, size it up to where I need it to be, because that's kind of small. Eleven by 18, that'll take up the whole shirt. That's what I wanted to do. This will go on the back. Boom. And then I'll redo my text. I like it, but then again, now I think it look better like this. Gonna look better. I like that one, but hold on. There was a few of them. Oh, there we go. Boom. Oh yeah. And maybe even welded, place and fill of 0.02 on the outside. Wait a minute, more than that. Let's go 0.6. Boom. There we go. Make it white. It's already white, but just remove the outline. There we go. Give it that definition between those two. And I'll do it with these two. Weld all that together. And then I'll probably put like a 0.12 on this one. That's not path fill, island fill. Yeah. Boom, boom. There we go. It needs to be black. Boom. Oh, I just saw one on there the other day, and I was like, oh, that's cheesy. They had like the text. They had like the snow on the top of it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and in Defont.com, that's what I need for this. That would have been so dope. And it just seems like this. I need to group that and center it with that. Nope. Center it. That's
Right.
group. I need to center it with the black in the design.
You still got to fix his hands, right? Is his hands right? Like, what about that little bit of blue that's
Oh yeah, I see it. I see it. That's why I didn't weld all the blue together, because I knew I wasn't quite finished with it. There we go. Boom. Now,
Now, before you go now, let me ask you, zoom back in a little bit on the fur collar, right? That remember when you added that that node and you brought it down to the bottom, like right there on the yellow. Go back.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, so on the yellow side, right there.
Oh
Does,
yeah.
does that need to come down some more, or like?
Remember that's in the back. So hold on. It was in the back, and then we boom. Okay, because remember that had messed up. That part had messed up, and we had deleted that. So good catch.
Right.
And now I would even go in here.
And clean that up.
Yeah. I like it. We're gonna just bring this in some. Okay.
And now, would you fill in that little space right there just to make it all so that the stones, or would you leave that space open?
But this one,
Yeah.
yeah, that was the from when I did the outline to give it that black. That's where all of these little divots come from, even right here. That's cool with me. Boom. Like right here.
And then what about, yeah, right there at his neck? I guess if it were me, I'd get rid of that.
Yep.
And then go back down to his feet. Right there's a space right, yeah, right in there.
And this one, another one right
Right in
here.
there, yeah.
Boom. This joker ready to go.
And then you said you were gonna do what you were gonna smart fill the nose.
Yeah. I really do need to start selling SVGs, just regular SVGs.
Mm-hmm. Put a bundle. What you do is just ChatGPT told me, like I said, you put a bundle thing together. So like say, so those 4 designs you had right there, right?
Yeah.
It could all be part of a SVG bundle that you put together, and then sell it for like, $4.99 or something like that. Now I know that low price frame, like I said, doesn't sound good. But remember, like I said, you're competing against all the other folk that well, if you were on, now you don't have Etsy anymore, so you can put it on your Patreon and charge whatever you wanted. But with the Etsy thing, when Etsy now recommends other sellers who have something similar to what you have, right? And they're priced lower,
Right.
chances are the person's going to buy the thing that's lower. Then why would they buy your thing that if they could get it for 10 times less?
Mm-hmm.
But you don't have to worry about that anymore.
Not at all. I'm chasing after something totally different. Hatchfield. Up. I had it on point 112 over here. And I ain't had no stones in there. So inside add stones 0.075 Hatchfield. Mm-mm-mm. That's dope. That's dope. With a little fine tuning. All right. Let's do this.
Now, what would happen if you had chose the other fill? You know me. I always like the radial
Oh,
for the circular.
yeah. No, for real though. That's what makes it all different. I love it. Add all in little pieces. There we go.
And then when you do that,
Oh,
do you have to weld those pieces together to
yeah, that's what I'm about to do now. Select all the same color, combine. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
So something under there. Edit. Nudge that over there. See, there it is. And that's because it was connected right here before we split it.
Mm-hmm.
Haha. Delete that out of there. And now we can smart fill it because it's already connected. We just need that part. Haha, you tried to get us. You tried to be slick. Just change that to gray. Boom. And then select all the same gray and weld it together. See, I did it over here.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever happened over here, let's undo. Instead of welding, combine it first and then weld it. There we go. And then whatever, still something else left over here. Let's weld it again. Boom. Okay. Gotta go in there and get that out, whatever it was. That's from where the pieces tried to weld together and they just overlap.
Oh, okay.
So we got that. Hatch fill that. Clear the pad, merge overlapping stones. Let's make that pink. Boom. And I would even edit, nudge this back over. And right here, I will go double click here and bring this down to here. Get rid of this one. Get rid of this one. There we go. All right. Now I'm gonna get rid of all of this. But just that part. Just that part. So now I'm gonna smart fill it right here. Boom. That way I can get that yellow back all the way down because that's where it looks like it's coming down all the way down.
Oh, yeah.
And then smart fill that and make it aquamarine. Now I want all of these to be different. Boom. That's grouped together still. We got to ungroup that. I want that to be different color. There we go. So that way I can select all of like right here. I'm gonna go ahead and connect this right here. That way we're gonna separate it again. That way it can be a puddle down here.
Oh, wait a minute. So is that
So,
if you wanted that to be a puddle, does that piece you just worked on, like I said, do you need to bring it over and connect it to that other? Because it's not quite connected to that other node on the left. See?
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's touching.
It's not
I,
touching.
I drug it over to where it's touching. I mean, I could double click
It's
on
not
it.
touching.
They
Bring it
are.
in some more. Bring it in some more.
They are.
Oh,
I drug it in until it snapped.
oh.
But we can do it like this though. We can just drag this, overlap it. When it overlaps, then we weld it. Boom. There we go. So now I'm at a smart fill. I mean, I guess I could double click on it since it's welded together now, and then just even it on out.
Uh-oh.
Grab this one, drag it on up. This one, drag it on up. Straighten out the bottom of the chair. Boom. Now I'm like, okay, so this chair, this part right here, it actually needs to. We can probably delete it. Yep.
Oh, that looks good. That looks more, because it looks more like a puddle now, you know, more circular.
Yeah, but then we still gotta bring this up a little bit and bring this down just a little bit. There we go.
Uh-huh.
A little tighter. Uh-oh.
Yeah, bring that up a little.
Get that out of there.
Get that out.
There we go. Boom. Now I can smart fill that. That's good. And then we can smart fill our puddle. Huh? Yeah, what you got? What you got for me? And
Now
dumplings?
I'm just,
Yeah,
now I'm
dumplings?
just gonna be anal for a minute, Ray, right?
What'd you
Because
say?
no, you need to listen to your girl.
Oh yeah, she about to make me a plate.
Okay, so I now you know I'm anal, right? So
Right.
I'm looking at this design right now, and you see right there on the left hand side where his leg is, the where the yellow where you added, you brought the yellow down. That
Yeah,
piece that kind of cuts off and kind of juts out a little bit. Wouldn't we want to try to make it a little bit straighter so that those stones, when you go in and you add those stones, that they go flush up against the
yeah,
outline of the black?
yeah, I could. Hold on, I'm getting the call. Hold on.
Okay. Well, I
What's
gotta
going on?
get ready to go too. What time is it?
All right,
Two
hold on, let
o'clock.
me check my messages, man. I've been on a training for a second. Hold on. I just messaged him again. He typically gets back with me fast, but yeah. He typically gets back with me fast, but earlier, I mean, it was early still. They might not have got up till 11. All right, I'll get back with you in a hot second. All right, I'm about to actually make a phone call then because it's like 2:12. Right, I got you. All right, that's enough. Ready? So
Yeah,
right
like
here,
right
I'm
in there,
just
like you know, the anal part of me would just, like I said, make that all straight, so that way when you hatch fill it, that would all be straight.
yeah. So I would just use my eraser tool, come in and
No, not there.
where?
Not that part. That part. See that part that angles up right there on the where you already hatch fill the stones in brown. See in his
Yeah,
leg where it kind of it gave you that little right there. So
yeah.
yeah, that.
Yeah, that's I like that because it actually shows the curvature in his leg right there. Like you know what I mean, coming off the seat. I like it. I
Yeah,
mean,
I get
I
you
guess
can
I
make it.
could. I guess we could make it straight like this. I mean, that shows his leg coming
Right.
off of the seat. I was gonna do this. Make that blue, boom, and then weld that to this. Boom. Make that. See now that looks weird. So
Yeah,
I'll
that
take it
does
back
look.
to where I how it was.
Yeah, that does look a little bit.
Boom. Yeah, I'm gonna leave not even worry about it.
Now all of a sudden that looks weird. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it does. It does. So it looks weird because it looks like they almost in the design tried to bring the fur. around the collar all the way down, and then they sequentially just blended it in with the chair. So now it looks like it was supposed to go all the way down, and they ain't know quite how they wanted to do it. So now it looks like it's separated the chair. I ain't see
I
it like
think,
that at first.
you know what I think I would, if I get, maybe if what you could do is, like I said, is square it back off, but then try to make that part that angles down, that looks like it's a triangle, try to make it look more straight, so that it it looks like the fur kind of like lays down into that voided area, but now you've got more symmetrical shape, block shape of his chair. Because that angle right there just, to me, just throws it off.
Well, I'm gonna take my
Throws the
mind,
shine off.
my eyes off of it for a second. I'm about to probably go in here and watch an episode of Black Mirror.
Oh, you like that show?
I love Black Mirror.
I tried to get into watching it, and I think I got like 2 seasons in, and it just, I don't know, I just couldn't get it.
You gotta be into tech. You definitely gotta be into tech because
Yeah,
every episode has some sort of tech in it, almost AI advanced type stuff. Like, you know what I
I
mean?
yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
But that's coming out really good, Ray. I mean, like I said, I really I'm watching you, and I'm trying to follow along with what you're saying to do and stuff. But like I said, it just kind of like, he said, "What?" He clicked this. He went, "Oh my God, he did that. What? Huh? 075. What I do with that?" But I really do need to just kind of, figure out, take some time when things slow down and really get into this software. Because like I said, that's, if I don't get another job, and this is, like you say, the thing that I do to sustain myself, I got to start creating more rhinestone templates for people, or go back into talking about what we were talking about earlier, and maybe creating some kind of subscription based rhinestone service that, with the tiered level, like, you pay the, $15, get you, a 25 gross pack of stones or something like that, right? But tier level 2, you get, a 50 gross level, but you also get one rhinestone template. And if you had another tier, you get, two. But if I'm going to be doing that, I got to be pumping out templates.
Right, right. Oh,
And right now, I just can't pump them out like that.
yeah, and I initially thought I was gonna be pumping out templates, like, you know what I mean. But God took me in a totally different direction. I love designing. I do create new templates every day. But now I'm like, okay, my focus is I'm so focused on the digital aspect of it all. I'm like, I need to sell more digital. That's what I need to do. That way, in my spare time, I can create shirts for ISO speed and create shirts for people and actually put time and energy into making this one $600 shirt versus, you know, taking that time. And like, I got an order here, $1,000 order, but it's 20 rhinestone shirts. Well, it's not 20 rhinestone shirts, it's like 10 rhinestone shirts. But I'm like, I want to make 1,000. When I just woke up and I'm like, oh, okay, I ain't even got to send out no files or nothing. Like, that's how Etsy was for me. It was sort of like on autopilot. I set it
Right.
up,